So the first card we have is the forensic pathway. Something significant about footprints, evidence, so moving forward. It says follow a systematic approach in your forensic analysis. Use established, okay, so something is established methods to examine evidence and draw conclusions. A structured pathway will ensure thorough and accurate results. Okay. Next card we have is the investigator's insight confirmation. Use insight gained from your investigation to inform your decision. Reflect on your findings and apply this understanding to guide your action. Insightful analysis leads to better outcomes. Last but least, we have the case files. Organize your information systematically. Keep detailed records and review your case files regularly. Structured documentation will aid in thorough analysis and decision making. So think about analyzing data, analyzing documents, analyzing files, organizing files systematically, or something that's being done systematically, or approach, confirmation, approach systematically. Moving forward. So think about looking ahead or looking forward to something. Moving on. Now at the bottom we have the seeker's eye to stay vigilant and observant. Today, pay attention to details that may reveal hidden truth. Take note of inconsistencies or unusual patterns in your surroundings. So if something is a pattern, something that's done repeatedly, or something that's just, outdated. You never know. With these energies, you never know. And retrograde is at the end. Thank goodness. So that is open. So everything is coming back in full circle. Yeah. So something about money. This is either receiving money, obtaining it. I also hold money clients, but let's move on. So we have money. So someone could be obtaining money, receiving, or giving, or paying someone. So something surrounding money and fake death. Oh my god. Something significant about a lizard. So someone can own a lizard. Something about, exotic animals. I'm about to say creatures, but let's move on. So someone could have faked their death for money. Or this is something about faking someone's death for money. Or someone gonna make someone look like, I said someone gonna make someone. Someone gonna make something look like a fake death. And this is a plan. These energies, you never know. Yeah, this could be a couple. Okay. So this is someone that's doing something out of money, or that's just doing something for money. That's the only target, money. So this could be like a couple that's involved. Something about surrounding money, something about faking a death or faking someone's death. Or planning, being very tactical. I'm getting migraines because someone's having a lot of migraines right now. So someone could be panicking, nervous, Yeah, that's the guilty, consciousness. So something is being wiped out. I heard evidence is being wiped out. Something significant about a hotel, motel. So someone could be doing something out of a hotel or inside of a hotel or motel. Or someone could be doing like clown magic spells or confusion spells. And if they're trying to or they're trying hard to block something or stop something. So we have hotel, motel. So something significant about a hotel or motel. And something surrounding money at a hotel or motel. Yeah. Yeah, homicide, yeah. This is someone that's planning a homicide or something significant about a homicide detective. Yeah, so we have a laser and a knife. Something about abandoning, hotels or motels or like an old building. I heard something significant about a death in a hotel or a motel. Okay, so someone could be following someone at a hotel or motel. Or this is someone that's gonna make something look like a homicide. All for money. Unless they only target money. And they're just doing it for the money. This could be a couple, an idiotic couple. I should change the title. Two idiotic couple planning, scheming, plotting for what? Money. Yeah, something about a missing couple, or someone is missing, or something is missing evidence, missing facts, missing information, missing documents, missing envelope. Something about blood splatter. I also heard forensic science. I also heard CSI, let's move on. I don't know what that's so in a long time, but this is some lifetime shit right here. This could be either a couple that is missing, or this is a couple that is doing this to someone that wants them missing or gone. And they're just doing it for money. They're just doing it all for money. I want to see what their real intentions are. Or this is another scenario. This could be two couples that are missing, or this could be one of the couple that is missing, or they're going to be missing. Something about a missing couple, missing evidence, abandoned, hotel or motel, where a couple like to go and do things for money. This could be someone that's going to make something look like a homicide. What we have at the bottom? Yeah, and that's going to lead to legal proceedings. So something is happening in court, or someone is facing court, and they're faced with a lot of evidence, they're faced with a lot of facts, information, documents, surveillance. Or this is someone that is under surveillance, under watch. I also heard under siege. So something is progressing, something is proceeding. Something about a gavel, judge. Something about a speedy trial, Also heard someone could be receiving commission or promotion. Yeah, like I said, if I get this scenario one more time, if I keep picking up on this scenario one more time, I'm literally gonna fucking vomit. You know, I don't even fucking vomit, but that's what it feels like. You know, hypothetically speaking. So, something is progressing or proceeding in court, or someone could be facing court, or someone could be going to court, someone could be receiving money with the death of someone, or someone's gonna win a lawsuit, or a large, you know, sum of money, or they're gonna be gifted a large amount. Yeah, due to the unaliving of someone, or trying to unalive someone. Yeah, this could be like I said, this could be a comic couple, comic lover, comic spouse. Something about a wedding or a marriage. Or someone only married for money just to unalive them. You know, I also heard for a life insurance or a life policy. Or a will. I mean, that's the only target. You know, life insurance, life policy, or money. Just so they can join a cult, or this is deeper than a cult. And this is beyond a cult. This could be like a comic couple, or a comic, you know, like I said, this could be like a comic spouse, a man or woman that is involved with some aliens, says aliens, or a hidden, you know, figure. I say hidden figure. A hidden shadow or hidden ghost. So something is a lie, something is built on a lie, something is a cover up, or this is what someone tried to cover up about who they dating, what they're dating, and what they see in someone. Yeah, this could be someone's spouse, partner, lover in crime, spouse in crime. Yeah, someone that is very abusive, neglectful. Yeah, someone that wants to chain someone, and keep someone chained up or locked in. Yeah, and turn them into exactly who they say they are. Well, behind that mask, serial killer. I also heard serial cheater and serial abuser. Yeah, this could be someone's spouse, someone's lover, partner in crime, lover in crime, whatever. This is two people that don't see the ugly mask. You know, but the aliens see them. The aliens see their lies. The aliens are watching this individual, or this couple, this comic, or this spouse. Yeah, something is proceeding, or something is pinging. Someone could be waiting, approaching something. I heard approaching a case, approaching files, something about missing files, about cold cases. I want to see what their real intentions are. If something is proceeding in court, or is going to happen in court, and someone can be faced with evidence, information, data, recording. Yeah. If someone needs to vent, and get something off their chest about money. At least could be about money. Or someone could be worried about money. Yeah, this is someone that's envy you because of your money. What the fuck? So all of this just to unalive someone because they envy you. Or they envy the money that you make or the money that you're about to make. But like I said, this is deeper than money itself. Moving on. So we have, I will seek to undermine your success as a means of elevating my own standing. This is their real intention. And this is their real motive to fix someone's death, to make something look like in death or foul play for the love of money, or they think that they're going to receive some money or get some money once they unalive someone, once they, harm them. Yeah, because they envy. How about this couple? Yeah, gift. Yeah, like I said, they envy your gift or your ability to do something or your ability to act on something or to make something happen. Literally. So there's something I'd like you to have. So this is someone that's gifting you something. There's someone in the background. This could be like a couple, or a karmic lover, or a karmic spouse that is jealous or envious, and this is their motive to plan something or do something because something is missing, or something about missing money. They feel there's some money missing. Something about a couple is gonna give you something, or they try to give you something, but not in the way you think. Yeah, this is them trying to sabotage you, or block something for you, or keep something from you. Yeah, they are deliberately doing this, or trying to undermine your effort or underestimate your ability to shut them down, or to bypass, their sabotaging ways. Moving on. What about this one? Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is someone that is not sorry. This is someone that just have a jealous rage within them. And now they want to play the sorry card. Now they want to play the victim mentality. Yeah, because they know something is pending. They know something is proceeding in court. Something is happening in court. They've been faced, with the consequences, or they're going to be faced with it. Yeah, this is them playing the victim mentality after they did all of this. After they just unalive someone, or they plan to unalive someone. And now they're sorry? I don't think so. And now they want to give you something. I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't even take it. I wouldn't even accept it at all. It says I need to apologize for what I did. That don't even make sense. So this is someone that is admitting that they did the crime, and then they're gonna play the victim. Okay, that makes sense. And like I said, this could be someone's spouse. This could be someone's lover. Or you'd be amazed. Or this could be like a same-sex couple. You'd be amazed. Like I said, you'd be amazed. You'd be amazed that you are sleeping with the enemy all along. Sometimes some people are just too blind to see that they are really sleeping with the enemy. That their lover, that their spouse, that their partner is literally the enemy. Yeah, and they're very unfunny. Yeah, that's why something is missing. Something just doesn't add up. This is who they are behind the scenes. Unfunny, they have a hostile attitude because something is missing. But I don't know. Like I said, something is proceeding. Yeah. So this could be like an individual that only married someone. You know, like I said, they could have, put a will in their name, a policy in their name, or insurance in their name because they envy them or they envy their gift. Or they just envy them in general. And now they want to play the victim. I don't think so. And this is someone that's going to claim, what do you call that shit? Self-defense in court. Or they're going to play the crazy card. I say crazy card. They're going to play the crazy, person or character in court to receive money. You know how some people go do when they get caught. And then once, the tables turn, they play the victim in court, or they try to manipulate the court or manipulate the documents or the evidence. They ain't fooling nobody but themselves. Yeah. It says uncertain. It says, my intentions are not yet clear. I'm still trying to figure it out. This person needs to figure themselves out. Clearly. They need to figure out why the fuck they're so, unfunny. Why the fuck they're playing the victim mentality. Why they're being the victim. And why they think that they are the fucking victim. Because, what? No. Sorry, my ass. Anyway. And they're not funny. So, I wouldn't trust this individual at all. Yes, I'm certain. I know best. I hate to say I told you so. Time will tell. Time will reveal the real truth. Moving forward. So what that is? Yeah. This is someone that has low self-esteem. Their envy and inferior towards you stem from deep-rooted childhood. Yeah, like I said, whatever the fuck happened in their childhood, they projected that shit on an individual. That probably didn't even fucking deserve it. And they just did it anyway. For what? Envy? Out of envy? That's getting something off your chest? Because you're envy? Because you have, deep childhood, wounds? Or you're conflicted with your childhood or with your mom? With, you know, this is someone that have a lot of mom issues or dad issues. And they take it out on their parents. This is the type of individual that will literally, disrespect, bite. And, their own parents. Now, you'd be surprised. But they expect you to accept their apology. I don't think so. But at the same time, anyone, that's, that have deep rage within, yeah, they have a lot of childhood, trauma. And that has nothing to do with you. It has a lot to do with how they feel within them. That's the truth. I see what it is. Yeah, and that's why they constantly convince people that they are this and that. But in reality, who they really are, this is who they are behind the scenes. And this is who they are. Yeah, this is who they are. Behind the scenes. Behind that envy, behind that jealous rage, this is who they are. Now, you told me that individual doesn't have a lot of, childhood trauma. If they're doing shit like this to someone that they claim that they love, they claim that they are providing for or caring for, no. This is who they are. Literally. Moving on. Yeah. They can hide that, mask from others, but they can't hide from the one that who can actually see through that illusion, see through that big ass mask, big ass smile, you know, big ass happiness. Moving forward. Yeah, and it says save the children. It's something about saving the children. It's something about taking, the children or taking care of the children. Okay. So we have save the children. That's the first part that came up. So, this is about saving the children from an abusive person or abusive partner or abusive lover. Or someone going to rethink their choice, confirmation. So something's going to be seen or exposed on Instagram. Something significant about Instagram. So we have Instagram. Yeah, we have correctional officer. Yeah, group chat. Something about group chat, group messaging. Yeah, this person have abandonment issue. That's why they act out the way they do. We have spirit animals everywhere. Military, men or women. Yeah, your intuition knows who this is. Yeah, 2 or more females could be stalking you, watching you. Yeah, and crooked officers. Something like 2 crooked officers. And the ones that are doing underhanded shit behind the scenes. This is the type of officer that get these type of individuals off, the clicks. And you know what I mean by the clicks. The clicks that bend over. Those clicks. These are the type of clicks that bend over for these type of individuals. They do shit like this behind the scenes to their spouse, to their partner. So something significant about 2 officers. This is who they are behind the scenes. This is the shit they do to their own spouse or to their own lover. But you're not a quick. Okay. Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, we'll see about that in court. This could be someone's pastor. This could be, I said someone's pastor. This could be someone that claims that they are a pastor and they do shit like this. Okay. Virgo. It says your wife is stalking you. Or this could be someone's wife that you know that is stalking you, watching you. Yeah, there's slime. Yeah, fire sign setting you up. This female has 2 of my baby fathers. Man or woman. A fake psychic. A maid. Something about housekeeping. Janitor. Yeah. International. Man or woman. A group of males. Something about the power of 3. Threesome. Confirmation. Yeah, this person doesn't like condoms. Confirmation. Divine timing. It says your girlfriend is going through your phone. Last but least, on OnlyFans. Something about OnlyFans. Okay, yeah, we have sex offender, predator. Someone could be working on a sex offender trafficking case. You have common demonic female. Dad issue, daddy issues. Aries. This could be someone's cousin. Someone could have hired their cousin. Or someone could have married a cousin just to unalive them. Or just to make something look like a death. So far we have OnlyFans, and Instagram. Last but least, we have FBI agent. If someone is watching this, if someone's investigating this, or they're going deeper into something, or they're looking beyond the evidence, beyond the facts. Yeah, simplicity. 44. So someone could be 44. Yeah, self-transcendence, 30. I also heard 4:30 a.m. Yeah, living consciously, justice, balance, 28. And this is someone that's just, you know, their conscious is eating them up, or it's going to, one way or another. Last but least, yeah, we have competition with reality. So this is someone that's being faced with reality. They're being faced with their own issue. They're being faced with their own consequences. They're being faced with their own nightmares. They're being haunted by a spirit or an angel. So I have between 4:30 a.m. and 8:26 p.m. Could be significant. So someone's going to be confronted with reality. Or they must face reality. This is someone that's going to have a reality check. Yeah, they're going to have this self-realization about themselves. About what's happening around them or surrounding them. Moving on. With these energies, you never know. So you must be aware of these energies. Something significant about afternoon. Something's gonna happen in the afternoon. In August. So August 12th could be significant. Yeah, August 3rd could be significant. Something could have happened 3 months ago. Or something's gonna happen 3 months from now. Yeah, just proceed with caution. This could be an individual that's very cautious and aware of something. Or they're using their discernment a lot about something about someone. We have proceed with caution. Let's see what that is. Yeah, twin flame. Yeah, this could be like a karmic twin flame connection or karmic soul tie. Yeah, self love is the best love because Dealing with someone like this, I don't think so. That is a no-no. That is a hell no. And your intuition no, your instincts no. And that is on beat. Moving on. Self-love is the best love. Because dealing with someone like this, I don't think so. That try to make something look like a death or cause a death or cause an ending ain't happening. This could be someone that could be getting readings on you, or getting information about you, or paying someone to do readings. What else is new? Yeah, this is someone that, like I said, this is someone that's going to pop the question, or they're going to ask the question. I think twice before accepting the offer. You know, think about the abuse, think about, the timeline of it, Don't just think about the good times, think about the bad times as well. Think smarter. Be more wiser in your decisions, but at the same time, know the truth behind this individual. Well, this is someone, like I said, they're only gonna ask, to marry you or ask, to be with you so they can analyze you. Simple as that. Or they can just get some money out of you, or real information, or real, or life insurance. This is someone that only wants to marry so they can kill. Simple as that. So they can have some money in their pocket. And that right there, that's not love. That is infatuation. That is lust. Who the fuck wants to be with someone like that? Off and on, hot and cold, these hot mood swing, back and forth. No. Yeah, that's mentally disturbed, mentally unstable, mentally not ready. Yeah, I would rather be free and continuously loving myself before I deal with somebody like that. Because ain't no way. I would rather move on, let go, and be free than to be dealing with someone that is abusive, that can't handle themselves, that can't control their anger, that can't control, their mouth. Okay, that's where it's going to lead. Justice. But let's move forward. Okay, moving on. And this is what causes someone to be confronted with reality. Self-love is the best love. That's the only best love you will rather choose than someone like this. Now, man or woman, that goes for anybody. But anybody that tolerates it, that means they love it. So, only a matter of time. So if they tolerate it, they love it. They're not gonna learn until it get worse. So, moving on. So the best thing you can do, the ones that are elevated, the ones that are, consciously aware, the ones that are highly aware, the one that uses the sun, yeah, they're the ones that's free. They're the ones that's, taking care of themselves, loving on themselves. They're not worried about loving on someone or being with someone that is abusive, neglectful, harmful, verbally, mentally, physically abusive. None of that. Why would I deal with someone like this when I can deal with someone like this? That has a lot of self-love or a lot of self-respect for themselves. Like, why would I deal with someone like this? Ain't happening. Because I know the collective ain't. I know the soul tribe ain't. Cause I know damn sure I ain't. So, moving on. And some of those who do deal with it, who, tolerate it, who loves it, yeah, they're the one that just blind. They're just too blind to see. And they just don't have no, you know, awareness. Okay, moving on. Yeah, because that's some past life shit. And this is someone that's still doing some past life shit. Stuck in the past life. Yeah, it says your past has shaped you. Shape you. Your past has shaped who you are today, but it doesn't define you. But know that you are constantly evolving. While they are constantly convinced to people that they are not abusive, that they are not doing this and that, meanwhile, you continue, continue to convince yourself that you are constantly evolving and loving on yourself rather than being with this lunatic. Yeah, so someone is an inspiration, or someone can be inspired by something or inspired by a story. Something about the light bulb, moment. Inspiration is sparking within you, lighting the way forward. Or someone is inspired to do something by showing, more gratitude. Yeah, that's when true love comes in, real love comes in. Something about white feathers or surrender, or someone is surrendering. Something significant about white feather and the number 3, or the power of 3. We do have 3 minutes, so 3 minutes. Okay, moving on. We have Pluto. Something significant about Pluto. We have the urge to penetrate the depth of experience and experience renewal, deep transformation, regeneration, evolution. So someone is going through a deep transformation. And this is someone that could have experienced this in a past life. And now they are more aware. Clairaudience, the capability of receiving intuitive vocal messages from the world of spirits, or the angels, or the other side. Or these could be your spirits or the angels guiding, being a service for you, eager and passionate to do this for you. Something about connecting the dots, networking, build a relationship in person or web. Yeah, and that's how you receive miracles, by showcasing that gift or sharing that gift or sharing that inspiration. Now, moving on. So, regardless of this, lunatic or whoever this is, this abusive individual, lover, spouse, whoever, the best thing you can do is run for the hills, choose yourself every time, and choose self-love. That's the best thing you can do. And those who choose not to do that, they're just gonna, learn the hard way. But until then, 44 just said that. Self-love is the best love. So regardless of who this individual is or this abusive person is, you know, focus on this. The more you see this, the more you receive real love, true love, authentic love. Not that fake, abusive, hiding behind the mask love. Real, genuine love. So, regardless, of this abusive ass person, the best thing you can do is focus on you. Because they're not stopping shit. They're not stopping nobody's transformation. The only person that they are stopping is themselves. So, the more they abuse, the more their guilty conscience is gonna eat them alive. So, the dick is on them. While you're choosing you, and they choose to continue to abuse. So, who's really in the dark? Who's really in the light? Moving forward, so regardless of them, continue to focus on you and your well-being, and not this abusive person because they know they're gonna be faced with this, and there's nothing they can do about it to stop it or to block it. So, them thinking that they can block your transformation or stop your transformation is the reason why they're being stopped. The reason why their, good karma is not flowing. So, regardless of the abuse, men or women, self-love is the best love. Choose yourself every time. Focus on the bigger picture as usual. And keep your eyes open, Don't be no fool. Like I said, keep your eyes open. Keep them wide awake. Wide. Yeah, because this is who they are. They have to hide behind that mask. They have to hide how abusive they are. See, they don't wanna tell or show the world who they really are. But when they're around others, that's how they hide. Deception. Deceptive. Yeah, because you are enough. They might think that you are not enough, but no, you are enough. And they're just gonna have to face it, deal with it. The person you are meant to be with will love you the way you are. You don't need to change. But this abusive individual, they would do anything for you, to want to change yourself. No, don't do it. That's just their insecurities, you know, opening up. So, regardless of them, you are enough. So, fuck this abusive ass person and focus on the one that's, you know, that love you for who you are. And don't focus on the one that's abusing it. Focus on the one that actually accepts you and actually love genuinely. So, regardless of this individual, you know, you know who they are. You know why they're hiding behind that mask. And be optimistic regardless. So keep in mind that you create your reality. You can't attract love with a negative mindset. Exactly. So focus on the one that actually, you know, genuine, the ones that don't have to do this or hide behind a mask to, claim that they love or pretend like they're loving because clearly they're faking it if they have to wear a mask. But regardless of this, fucking lunatic, you are enough. So fuck them. Tell them to kiss your ass. Better with better if they want to. And on top of that, Self-love is the best love. So, regardless of them, keep your eyes on the prize and do not focus on this deceptive ass person. So, you know, discernment is key always, but also be aware. So, the more you are aware of it, the more you know. So, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open, wide awake, and be aware. Because when reality hits, it gets real. So, self-love is the best love. Always choose yourself. Don't fall into the trap. But also, keep your eyes in the prize. Confirmation. That is it because that shit is too much. Too much to do. Now, what in the, you know what? Okay. Let's move on. So, regardless of this individual, you know, choose yourself every time.